Hi Cancers. At the bottom of the deck we have the Tower. Okay, so there's going to be some major changes for you Cancers. Now Jupiter's now direct. We just had a full moon in Sagittarius, and so there was a lot of kind of weirdness and insecurities brewing as we approached Jupiter going direct and the full moon also. So now that we're past that, we're going to see the sand sifting out. And really a lot of people that have been having issues in relationships over the past 4 or 5, maybe 6 months, we're going to kind of see a coming back around of those relationships, or a stabilizing of those. I'm not saying someone's coming back, but there will be some clarification or some closing down or understanding. So just kind of be on the lookout for that. It probably has already started for you if that is going to be happening. In the past few weeks, we have the Page of Pentacles. This is your past position. Cancers, hold on, let me look at this. We have Wands, Pentacles. You very well, and some Swords, but you very well may be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The reason why I said that is if you are in a fairly new relationship or starting something new with someone, even if you're in a long-term bond, there's been a slow progression of emotions. Okay, the messages have been slow. If you're in a long-term bond, this isn't due to them leaving the relationship by any means. It's just, at least at this phase, this is more along the lines of just they've been detached and you're trying to keep them in tune with your emotions here by communicating, but they're communicating very slowly. All right, now they may be tired. Cancers, if you're dealing with the earth energy, that earth energies need stability in communication and relationships and earthly dealings. So they get really stressed out when there's high emotions. And while you thrive in that environment, and a fire sign thrives in that environment, earth signs don't. It tends to cause them to really stress out and really pull away. So just be a little cognizant. I'm not saying that you're doing that, but what I'm saying here is the Seven of Pentacles can represent someone that is, they see the finish line, they see the fruits of their labor, but they're also starting to get really torn down and tired of how long it's taking to develop. So this could be due to highly emotional conversations. It could be due to pressure on making a relationship move forward, or pressure for answers. Now I see a couple things here that talk about, I understand why you're pressuring them because you need some clarity. So I'm not negating that at all, but they are starting to feel a little tired. It looks like they're working towards the future. They're choosing to move towards the future and continue, but they are starting to get tired. So changing the momentum and changing the heaviness of the emotional conversation will progress that forward smoother. Now, the reason why I said that is because in your challenge or benefit position is the Eight of Wands. This means that communication, the style and the methodology of communication can greatly impact the development of the love relationship, for the better or for the worse. The type of communication, the lightness or the heaviness of the communication can cause a detriment to the relationship or cause a benefit to the relationship. Okay? That part is something that you can control. The reason why I say that is because we have the Five of Wands here. This means keep it light. Pull the emotion out of it for a while and just kind of reconnect with your partner in a very light, fun way. All right, keep it light and fun. Now, if you're sensing, now again, we have the Tower here as your foundation, you know, along with the Five of Wands, but we also have the Seven of Swords. So you may very well be sensing that your partner is sneaking out. You may be sensing that your partner is cheating. Somebody is sensing that somebody's cheating, or that there's lies, or that there's secrets, or there's this lack of honesty. So yes, you want to get clarity on that. Okay? But if you don't want to get clarity on that because you don't want to hurt the relationship, I'm not saying look away from it, but maybe these are types of conversations that can be had later. Maybe to you now it's more important to keep your partner and get them reinvested in you. Change the way you're communicating with them. Pull them back to you by being light and fun. Okay, now if there is something going on that you know, obviously it's going to really hurt the relationship. Okay, again though, Six of Swords reversed. It's not showing anybody's leaving. Future, Knight of Swords reversed. This means take a pause before charging in and saying a bunch of stuff you might regret. Same with them. Take a pause. Think twice before you do something. This is in your future, so this says that you will. How you're feeling about the situation is you're feeling like it's not going to work. Okay, Eight of Pentacles means put your head down and work. This is reversed. You don't want to put your head down and work. You don't know if you want it to work. You're ticked. Okay, they did something and you are upset. Now here's the interesting thing. How they feel about the situation is the Star. Okay, they are feeling hopeful. Okay, which means maybe there's speculation of something happening, but maybe it didn't. Maybe this isn't all breaking down. Okay, this could just be where our thoughts and our minds are, but it might not actually be what's really happening. So very much think twice about jumping to conclusions and jumping to judgments, Cancers. Okay? Put your guard down. Connect with your partner on a real level by being light and fun, pulling them back towards you so you can really connect. Okay, put your guard down. That just, when your guard's up, when your defenses are up for everybody, that just pushes people away. All right? Look to the heart of the situation. This is your outcome card, the Moon. Don't jump to all sorts of conclusions until you actually know. But don't push to know. Wait till you just do know. They'll tell you. Okay? They'll tell you. But this talks about deep emotions. The Moon can talk about secrets. All right? Can talk about hidden information. Okay? But it also is a watery energy. This is the card of Pisces. So this could talk about you having the hidden information. So the message really this you Cancers is, one, really don't jump to conclusions. Keep things light and fun. And if there's something going on that you're suspecting, be very clear about how you are pulling that information out of your partner. Because you're not going to want to look like the crazy one. You're going to want to look like the one that is calm and collected. To win this, right? So, you know, they're going to be remaining hopeful. So you want to be like, have that position of, I'm calm and collected. I love you, but man, I don't need you and I don't need this BS. Okay. Ace of Wands. There is a decision to be made, definitely. Somebody has a decision to make and they're not willing to look at that from an honest perspective right now. There are new beginnings on the horizon though. So if you're involved with a fire sign, chances are they're not cheating. Okay, chances are you guys have just become disconnected and you're going to reconnect. Now, if they have been, or if there have been secrets, chances are you're going to have kind of like a gavel passing or a moment of truth, and you both are going to get really real with each other, and that's going to reignite passion. The Empress, you're kind of done having the energy putting into it. You're going to kind of leave things in their court and manage yourself and control yourself. Two of Wands. Okay, this isn't really over. There's somebody here. You're not waiting and looking for someone to go on this life journey with you. They're kind of already here, and you guys just have to filter some things out. Okay. All right, Cancers, leave your messages below because I'm curious how this resonated with you. Thanks so much. Bye.